them seems also not enough, might feel bad and empty. Why not try to travel? Sometimes there are places that makes you feel good, makes you feel complete, makes you feel enough. Everyone, welcome to Intramuros.
Present-day Intramuros comprises a centuries-old historic district, entirely surrounded by fortification that was considered at the time of the Spanish Empire to be the entire city of Manila. Other towns and arrabals located beyond the walls that are new district of Manila were referred to as Intramuros, Spanish outside the woods, and were independent towns that were only incorporated into city of Manila during the early 20th century. Intramuros served as the seat of government of the Captaincy General of the Philippines, a component realm of the Spanish Empire, housing the colony's governor-general from its founding in 1571 until 1865, and the real audiencia of the Manila until the end of Spanish rule during the Philippines Revolution of 1898.
So its history. The first fact about the history of Intramuros. Manila is at the Battle of Manila in 1945. Entirely flattened, Intramuros as the Imperial Army made their last stand against the victorious effort of Allied soldiers and Filipino guerrillas. Heavy eternally bombardment destroyed its 8 churches, walls, universities, houses, and government buildings constructed for centuries in Spanish colonial architecture. Only the San Agustin Church is the oldest standing church in the Philippines survives intact and was later made a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Also, Spanish Governor Miguel Lopez de Legazpi was the one who founded the old city of Intramuros in 1571. It was the entire city of Manila.
Another fact about the history of Intramuros. It is a historic walled area located in Manila, Philippines. Intramuros is also known as the Walled City. It's one of the oldest districts in Manila, built on the south bank of the River Pasig around 1571. During the Spanish colonial period and served as the center of the power, today, Intramuros is a popular tourist destination known as the well-preserved architecture, cobblestone streets, and historic sites such as Fort Santiago and San Agustin Church. You can explore the area on foot, by horsing drone, carriage, or renting a bike to immerse themselves in the rich history and cultural heritage of the Philippines.
Since Fort Santiago was one of the historical landmarks here in Intramuros, Manila, come on, let's find out. Fort Santiago is one of the oldest fortifications in Manila, who was built by the Spaniards in 1571. From what was once a palisaded structure of logs and earth built by Raul Soliman on the native settlement called Maynila. And yes, here we are in the Fort Santiago. Hi! Did you know that the fort was named after St. James, Santiago in Spanish, the patron saint of Spain, who is also known as Saint James the Muslim Slayer because of the legend that he miraculously appeared hundreds of years after his death to fight in the Battle of Clavijo, whose relief adorns the facade of the front gate. The colonizers recognized that the tongue of land where the Pasig River flowed into the Manila Bay was a very strategic location. The fort was destroyed in 1574 during the Chinese attack led by Limahong. After its destruction during the Battle of Manila in 1945, the fort was used by the U.S. Transportation Corps as a depot until it was turned over to the Philippine government in 1946. In 1950, Fort Santiago declared a Shrine of Freedom and restoration began in the following year. Today, it stands as a memorial of the victims of World War II and the sacrifices of Filipino people in pursuit of freedom. You can visit this place for only 70 pesos for adults and 50 pesos for students, PWDs, and seniors. But be mindful enough because there are rumors that plenty of ghosts was active here, and you never know that they are possibly watching you right now. Aha! Just kidding. But another scary fact about this place is that in 1945, following the liberation of Manila during the Second World War, the U.S. Army discovered 600 decomposing corpses inside the Fort Santiago dungeons. The conditions were so cramped that all prisoners died from suffocation and heat exhaustion. But now, Fort Santiago really transformed a lot. It became one of the best historical places to visit here in Intramuros, Manila. Thank you. This is Roman Catholic Cathedral of Manila. First cathedral built in 1581, damaged by a typhoon. 1582 and destroyed by fire. 1583, second cathedral built of stone. In 1592 and partially destroyed by earthquake in 1600s. Third cathedral built in 1614 and destroyed by the earthquake of 1645. Fourth cathedral magnificently built in 1654 to 1671 by Archbishop Miguel Poblete and destroyed by the earthquake of 3 June 1862. Fifth cathedral built in 1870 to 1879 under architect Luciano Oliver, Vicente Serrano Salaverria, and Eduardo Lopez Navarro, and solemnly blessed in December 1879. The center of the cross on the dome is reference point of astronomical longitudes of the archipelago, destroyed during the Battle of Manila in 1945. Seventh cathedral reconstructed in 1954 to 1958 under the direction of Archbishop Rufino J. Santos of Manila, mainly with the support of People Fernando Ocampo, architect. Come on, let's take a closer look.
There's so much historical places here in the Philippines, and one of the most of them was located here in Intramuros, Manila. Already since beautiful places with a wonderful stories behind, where it all came from up until now. 20 years has passed, the story of the places that's left for us will always be remain. Actually, history has a great impact in our lives, but it does not only contribute to the tourism factors will leave a mark on us, will continually preserve it for the future. Kaya ano pang hinihintay mo? Come on, bisita na sa Intramuros, Manila.
Whee!